Hello. Hello. Hello, Shangchong, Sayonara, Benimusik speaking here. Umea, Sweden on February the 1st. One of the best fine days here in this etablissement, Umea, Sweden, in the year 2026. Benimusik is not allowed to have a girlfriend. Misery. Speech by Benimusik in combination with the famous play, Other People They novel by the author Stephen King, and a song by one of my absolute top best favorite bands, the Beatles from Great Britain. A song out of the year originally said this way in the internet, in the encyclopedias, in the books, in the news from the year 1963. Got me on the officially debut album of the band The Beatles in the year 1963, 1961, 1962. Please please me. Hofner bass of the next generation, ladies and gentlemen. The Benimusik guitar. The world is treating me bad, misery. I'm the kind of guy who never used to cry. The world is treating me bad, misery. I remember all the little things she does. The world is treating me bad, misery. I'm the kind of guy who never used to cry. The world is treating me bad, misery. I'm the kind of guy who never used to cry. Without her I will be a misery. Ladies and gentlemen, Benimusik speaking here, umea, Sweden, on February the 1st in the year 2026. Benimusik is not allowed to have a girlfriend, as always. Known meanwhile by the fans of Benimusik who like Benimusik in reality. How many these real fans are on planet Earth and who this is? Find it out yourself, you little policeman from umea, Sweden, from this current time, who is against Benimusik. I wish you a lot of luck with being officially also, but not only politically against Benimusik. This will be a lonesome path, my dear lonesome policeman, whoever feels directed with these words in umea, Sweden or elsewhere on planet Earth. Misery to explain you the deeper truth here also of the speech by Benimusik, combined with the two famous items known over this British term, misery, out of the art context mainly, shown here on the official poster of the official paper of the speech by Benimusik into the camera right now again. The truth, no lie, everyone knows that. Benimusik travels as most loved person on planet Earth through planet Earth. Egoistically driven, tries to change somewhere a bit the political system a little bit. Hey, sitting on the floor in a train station, is it really a crime? Things like that, or do we need the police, or is money necessary? Whatever. And then Benimusik feels himself. No, he is surrounded wherever he is by a trillion, by a million, by a thousand, by 100, by a lot of 20s in the combination of the item amount, people who pretend to know him not, foreigners, speaking pseudo Swedish, speaking pseudo French, speaking pseudo English, speaking pseudo German, speaking pseudo Schweizerdeutsch, speaking pseudo Austrian, Österreich country, speaking pseudo Spanish, speaking pseudo South American slang, whatever. These people are around Benimusik intentionally. They are his hostage takers or people who like him. And play, like in The Truman Show, about Benimusik's good friend, in quotation marks, Matthias Dietzel from Bamberg, Bavaria, Germany of the 1990s years. Look that up, this theory, and how Truman is looking and described in this movie that I know only little scenes of. And in this Truman Show, in this Benimusik show, everyone who's around Benimusik is there because of Benimusik, pretends to know him not further. What is an open lie? To say it like Gary Glitter, who he never did an pedophilic deed, but was accused when he sang with The Who, one of my absolute favorite bands, songs out of the super brilliant genius record Quadrophenia in the 1990s years, where Roger Daltrey had an eye protecting thing because people who liked Benimusik tried to steal him one eye in the Hyde Park, I think it was in England. Open gag! It was an open gag. That the people who are around Benimusik are not only because of Benimusik around him, but not only out of fun, really. Many people his hostage takers. Very brutal, very dumb in hiding. They would be Swedish elves, but German butcher face and are German butchers, but without even having learned this job. Betray him, very obvious in Rebuild, about his money, his little money that Benimusik has as most famous person on planet Earth. A little warning, also as most influential and mighty person on planet Earth. This is the truth, look that up. And pretend to be policeman without any morals, education, style, opening his policeman mouth as simply Benimusik's hostage takers who has learned nothing. Words come out of this policeman mouth without any intellect, without any sense, talking rubbish as official policemen and doing nonsense where normally a neutral watching this here described scene psychiatrist would say out of a neutral driven instinct without being for or against Benimusik. Dear policeman, do you want to come with me to Germany to a psychiatric hospital? We should talk about how you treated Benimusik. I'm a psychiatrist who has learned this job, who has has a doctor's degree in psychiatry out of own achievement, and I want to talk with you, dear policeman, how you treat Benimusik. With Benimusik, I don't want to talk. I know him. I'm his fan.